Hey guys, sorry if it took a while to get this video out, let alone make another video. I'll make it up to all of you since I've been wanting to make another video for a while. Anyways, let's get started. Cuter Plays asked, who inspired you to do YouTube / why did you start doing YouTube? Several other YouTubers inspired me to start my YouTube channel, especially R2DA channels. I also want to share my creativity with other people on here, and seeing where I'm at right now could be a little better if I had uploaded more frequently. Little hard to do since I'm not really a fan of Ready to Die despite most of you guys wanting Ready to Die content. ERB asked me who was your favorite boss from the original game and what event item was your favorite too. Some of you already know, but Ducky and 2018 Pumpkinator are tied for me. Both boss fights were amazing and it's hard to pick which one is the best one. As for items, event weapon would be Splashy Washy, especially pre-nerf where it could trip and push brutes. Usable items were, you guessed it, eggs. No further input on why. And for mount, duck mount and toy plane hands down. I miss my beloved duck mount so much and would do anything to use it one last time. James asked, do you support any R2DA remake at all, or are you moving on from R2DA for other games? Well, it's a little nuanced. Part of me wants to move on from the R2DA community because no one even knows what they're doing with the games anymore. Ready to Die recently announced they want to stray away further from the R2DA aspect for the game, which makes me lose interest in it. And part of me doesn't want to move on because R2DA was what made me have a decent amount of popularity. I might do other games if they manage to rack up a decent amount of views for my channel. However, I do support this clone by the name of Reason 2 Pi. You might think it's just another Reason to Die remade copy, but this one is actually pretty decent. Bugs aside, I recommend checking it out. Link to the game will be in the description. Arctic asked, do you still have hopes for R2D? Will you play it when beta comes out? Not really, but if I actually like beta then I might stick around to play it. Hey 10 Slasher asked, will you do other games outside of Roblox? Definitely. Roblox has not been fun for me for the past couple of months. I have been unironically playing Dread. You gotta admit it's not that bad. Most people I've seen don't like it because it's not a one-to-one R2DA clone, but I don't really care. Dread is pretty fun. I just wish it wasn't so inactive though. Dennis Daily Helper 3 asked, what are your favorite R2DA remakes? So far it's only Reason 2 Pi and for a while, Undead Strike. I thought Undead Strike was pretty cool for a while until the new owner took over, and some could argue Dread is an R2DA remake too, but I don't really see Dread too much as an R2DA remake. They both are kind of similar though. The Real Spy Pasta asked, alright, so when do you feel like R2D is gonna add some wacky stuff to Grief Survivors and you'll plan to use it in a video in the near future? Honestly, I don't think they're ever going to add any troll items, whether intentional ones or not. I always saw R2D as very averse to trolling. I know water balloons are a thing, but they nerfed the ragdoll time, propane, and hammer are the only ways to troll in R2D, but besides that there's no wide variety of trolling. The Basher Show asked, if you could own the original Reason to Die, what would you have done so that it would be better? First off, I would make it so trolling in any way would not be bannable, whether it's hammer abuse, explosive minigun abuse, propane trolling, you name it. Little biased, but you're asking me specifically, if the community would point out something that is genuinely discouraging them from playing the game, it would be addressed as soon as possible. Events would be more consistent or recycled if needed to, like Pumpkinator 2019 for example. Grinding probably wouldn't change at all because most zombie games, especially on Roblox, follow the same exact formula and people still play them anyway. Pretty much just catering to the side of people that actually want to play R2DA and what they remembered it for. 1Z Joe asked me, are you going to keep doing gameplays like before or have you quit it already? I will keep doing gameplays, but that would depend on what you guys want. How do you come up with so many ways to troll people, especially in R2D? Well, believe it or not, but most people taught me most of my trolls, like for example throwing eggs at somebody then placing a tower on them so they clip into the floor. I discovered some like blocking doorways with booster pads before they weren't breakable. Is minigun best housewife in your opinion? Let's see. Yes. Do you like Sugar Glider? Sure, I guess they're pretty cute. Watcher of content asked, do you still dislike the minigun change in Ready to Die? Recently I noticed some people using it and they do pretty well. This is how I really feel about it.
You! Me? You think this is funny?
In a cosmic sort of way, yes.
Well, Mr. Funny Man, is this how you get your sick kicks?
What? It's just an ordinary crabby— Oh my goodness! Squidward!
Saito the Great asked, what do you plan on doing in the future from now? Well, I'm just gonna try focusing on reviving my channel. Clearly making R2DA related content isn't working anymore. Moving on to the questions in my Discord server, consider joining if you haven't. 4OK asked, do you think Tama is good at zombies? Let's see. He could be a lot worse, not gonna lie. Blacker asked, rate the Galil Sar, regarding your content, do you think there is a possibility it will be more active in uploads, given we provide you with suggestions/ideas, favorite camo pattern, thoughts on GTA 6, will it flop or what, favorite gun brand? 1. The Galil carried me pretty well in Call of Duty Zombies, so I give it a solid 7 out of 10. 2. Absolutely. Please keep giving me suggestions and ideas. 3. Green and black. 4. GTA 6 will most definitely not be a flop. Everyone is extremely hyped for it, and seeing with how they cooked with Red Dead Redemption 2, I don't have any doubts. 5. My favorite gun brand is Heckler & Koch. Not gonna make this video too long, so I'll cut some of the questions. Ducky RBX3 asked, how do you plan on introducing your game to the public? Is there a general idea of what it's going to look like, if any? What are some things that you like despite it being frowned upon by other people, for example pineapple on pizza? What is your all-time favorite R2DA moment? When you first made your channel, did you think that it could gain a following big enough to be where it is today? If you could travel/live anywhere in the world, where would it be? For those who don't know, I want to make a game that is based off of one of the mobile games I played back in the day called Into the Dead. The problem is I have no idea how to script. I'd appreciate some pointers on where to learn. And for things I like most people don't, it's Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, stock minigun in R2DA, most people like Mini, yuck, the Roblox game Dread, and some obscure listings go on, but most importantly, pineapple pizza. Yet I said it, do something about it, you pineapple pizza haters. I had many fun moments in R2DA, but one of them has to be when I trolled an entire server to the point where they'd kick me on site. I tried rejoining, they kicked me again. And let's not forget gaslighting the whole server into thinking I'm getting framed for trolling, and we'd get the actual victim kicked, and especially when I was the one who got to use the ban gun in Reason to Troll. Good times. And no, I never really would think I would be this popular. While I'm not really popular, 2K subs is quite a decent amount, especially in a Roblox game community. I look forward to growing my channel a lot more. And for traveling, I would love to go to Tokyo, living in the far future compared to the States. For living, probably Iceland. Iceland has everything I would love to have when it comes to living. And the final question, Poppy Naranjita asked, how did you come up with the name Crunchy Ricky? Ricky is obviously my real name, and Crunchy comes from my old username Cruncher1124. which was a toy dinosaur that I named when I was little. It's also because I like crunchy snacks. I actually first used the name in a mobile game, not in Roblox, until I eventually saved enough Robux to change my username. And that concludes the Q&A. Thank you to everyone who submitted their questions. It feels nice connecting with my audience and server members this way. Don't forget to consider joining the Discord, leaving a like, and a comment, and most importantly subscribing. I look forward to making more videos more consistently for you all. Thanks again, see ya.